Gamers, let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced extremism whilst playing video games? Now, we're not talking about the content of games themselves. We're talking about online communities who take to games like Call of Duty and even Minecraft to spread racial messages, share real-world violence, sexual harassment, and even create white supremacy groups. If you have ever experienced this, then it's safe to say that you are not alone, as 51% of gamers have been exposed to extremism whilst playing online, according to a recent study. So why is this happening?
People have this illusion that because they have a sense of anonymity online, they can be as horrible or as brutal to their teammates who might not be playing as well as they'd like them to be. Sometimes there's no barrier to what people will say. I won't go into too many negative details, but for a taste of it, I'm sure we've all been told to harm ourselves or hurt ourselves in some way if a teammate isn't enjoying what they're seeing us do. And that, of course, even for the people with the thickest skin, it can land and it can hurt people mentally.
Gaming culture has expanded across the world to over 3 billion active users due to the large variety of games available on the market. From Roblox to Grand Theft Auto, it's great to see the gaming market expand to wider audiences across ages and genders. In fact, the average age of players is actually 34, with 40% of gamers being women. Now, this is great to see, but whilst gaming communities are becoming more diverse and open to a broader mix of gamers, some are less accepting of this change. And this sadly has a huge effect on our female gaming community. A recent survey revealed that of 4,000 female gamers surveyed, 49% had faced abuse or harassment when playing or streaming online, rising to 75% of those aged 18 to 24.
I definitely have experienced it. I've seen it happen in a lot of games. I've been playing games for probably a decade now, and I think it was definitely worse when I was younger. A lot of game developers and platforms are trying to take steps to ensure that it doesn't happen as often anymore, but it definitely is still there every so often.
So who's at fault here? Is it the game developers?
Absolutely. I think there's a real responsibility from game developers to make sure that they offer the tools and controls that allow people to play safer online. I know people within our own community that don't like using voice comms. So I think as long as companies are cognizant of that and they are making allowances to provide as good an experience as they can online, they need to be doing this to improve their own communities, because it will only benefit them at the end of the day.
In addition to this, social platforms like Discord has allowed us to connect with our friends cross-platform across PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and more. However, like any social media platform, broad access to these private groups has enabled users to spread hatred, violence, and share illegal content online, which isn't okay. Now, don't get me wrong, this side of gaming is scary and can put people off playing their favourite games. So, what's being done to tackle this and make gaming a safe space for everyone?
So people are beginning to find their own small communities and form up slightly safer spaces with people that they know around them, and that gives them a sense of protection against the inevitable negativity.
They typically get banned or restricted, so they can't go and do that in someone else's game and commit that type of behavior again. So I think that's definitely a good thing.
So how have these groups actually been able to help players play games in a safe space?
If I didn't have that, I think I would feel like something was missing, like a platform was missing for me to be able to go and talk to friends. It's had a really positive impact on me, and it's helped me grow.
I get such good feedback, even from people that don't join the community, just saying thank you so much for making this. This is great, especially for women within gaming. So yeah, I think that is a really good sort of resource that I've created, and I know that there are tons of other similar ones out there that other people have created too.
Overwatch is an example of a game that struggled with managing toxic behaviour. Despite trying to track down and ban players online, these results just weren't scalable or effective. Activision Blizzard were able to reduce toxicity in Overwatch by 40% in 2019 by introducing an endorsement system to reward players in-game for their positive behaviours. Now, of course, there is still issues, but this has helped make Overwatch a less toxic environment. Another example of this is Discord. Since extremism spread to social platforms like Discord from 2017, Discord has expanded its trust and safety team from 1 member to now 15% of Discord's nearly 400 employees. These employees are proactively finding and removing servers that are engaged in high harm activity, and this has been a huge success.
If I'm streaming or on Discord and stuff like that, I don't really face harassment. the same way I do in game.
Now, Roblox might be a game which you'd never associate with extremism, but sadly, players have been using the ability to create your own servers to form hateful and violent groups. Roblox has said they are tackling extremism through a combination of machine learning and a team of over 2,000 moderators. We monitor for safety 24/7 to detect and swiftly act on any inappropriate content or behaviour. Roblox also joined the Christchurch call in 2019, the leading stakeholder of committing to addressing the problem of violent terrorist and extremist content online. This has been an extremely successful move from Roblox, with 55 new governments and the European Commission involved in the Christchurch call project as well. Now, unfortunately, extremism is still around and may be for a little while. However, each year I believe that gaming is getting safer and safer as more is being done to tackle extremism online. What more do you think can be done to make the online gaming space a safer environment?